I was at work when the call came. My phone buzzed on the desk, and I nearly ignored it, thinking it was another distraction. When I answered, a shaky voice told me the police had gone to my wife's workplace and taken her away. My heart dropped. Nothing in my marriage prepared me for those words. I left my office immediately, barely explaining myself, and drove straight to the police station with my head spinning. When I arrived, I saw her sitting on a bench, eyes swollen, beside a man I had never seen before. She later said he was her ex. That alone shocked me. I never knew they were still in contact, not to mention involved in something criminal together. Seeing them side by side felt like a betrayal layered on another betrayal. An officer explained the situation calmly, but every word landed like a slap. The man had scammed someone using my wife as the voice and face of the operation. He stayed behind the scenes while she spoke to victims, pretending to be a woman interested in business deals. The victim believed her and sent money. My wife received 150,000 Ghana cedis. I almost collapsed hearing that amount. I was allowed to speak to her briefly. I asked where the money was. She said she had used it but refused to explain how. That answer hurt more than the arrest. I walked out of the room without saying another word. As I sat outside the station, I kept asking myself the same question. What exactly did I marry? At the station, the full story slowly unfolded, each detail more painful than the last. The police explained that the victim was not just someone online but a foreigner planning to visit Ghana in December. My wife and her ex had convinced him they were selling him a property in Accra. A property they never owned, never accessed, and never intended to sell. The man arrived in Ghana excited and hopeful. Within days, things stopped adding up. Addresses changed. Excuses multiplied. Finally, suspicion led him to the police. With tracking records, messages, and transaction history, the officers located the ex. Under pressure, he confessed quickly. He admitted he never worked alone. He said my wife was the one who spoke to the victims. Her voice made everything feel safe. Her calm explanations convinced people she was trustworthy. The money passed through her accounts before being shared. Multiple victims existed. This was not a mistake. It was a system. Hearing that destroyed something inside me. This wasn't desperation. My wife earned almost 5,000 Ghana cedis monthly. I gave her an additional 2,500 every month for support. We were comfortable. So what was she chasing? I remember the times she said she was going out, visiting friends, running errands. Now I knew she was going to her ex's house to scam strangers. Not once did that money come home. Not once did I benefit. As the officers finished explaining, anger replaced shock. I felt used, embarrassed, and deeply betrayed. Sitting there, I realized the woman I trusted had been living a second life, one built on lies, greed, and crimes I never agreed to carry. After everything I heard, I asked myself whether I should even be involved anymore. I felt no urge to defend her. No instinct to fight for her release. Instead, I felt numb, empty, angry. I walked away from the station and sat in my car, staring at the steering wheel like it held answers. I replayed our marriage in my mind. The small lies I ignored. The secrecy I excused. The instincts I silenced because I wanted peace. I had always known something was off. I just never imagined it was this deep. When I returned briefly to the station, she tried to explain. She cried. She said she needed money. I asked her again what the money was for. She couldn't answer. That silence spoke louder than any confession. I realized then that I didn't recognize the woman in front of me. They were both detained. The officers said the case wouldn't be easy. Multiple victims. Large sums. Evidence stacked high. As they locked the cell door, I felt nothing but distance. I decided to remove myself emotionally. Her family could handle lawyers. Her family could handle visits. I was done carrying shame that wasn't mine. If she survived this, she could ask for a divorce herself. Driving home alone that night, the house felt unfamiliar. Every corner reminded me of trust broken beyond repair. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just felt anger settle deep inside my chest. Some marriages end with words. Mine ended with handcuffs, secrets, and a truth I wish I never discovered. Days passed, and I stopped answering calls related to the case. Friends reached out, confused. Family asked questions I didn't want to answer. I told them the truth plainly. No embellishment. No defense. Just facts. At night, anger visited me more than sadness. I kept thinking about how calculated everything was. The planning. The lies. The confidence with which she lived two lives. I wondered how long it would have continued if the victim hadn't traveled to Ghana. I realized something important. Love cannot survive deception this heavy. Trust cannot recover from crimes committed behind your back. And marriage cannot function when one partner is a stranger. I removed her belongings from our room. Not out of hatred, but clarity. I needed distance. Space. Control over at least one thing in my life. I slept better afterward, though the anger remained. Occasionally, guilt tried to creep in. Society expects a husband to stand by his wife no matter what. But I rejected the expectation. Standing by crime felt like betrayal to myself. I decided then that healing would be my priority. Whether she made it out or not was no longer my concern. Some actions break bonds permanently. This was one of them. I didn't hate her. I just didn't want her in my life anymore. As weeks passed, anger slowly transformed into understanding. Not forgiveness. Understanding. I accepted that I ignored signs because I wanted peace. I learned that silence can be expensive when truth is avoided. People say money reveals character. I believe opportunity does. When given the chance, my wife chose deception. I chose honesty. That difference mattered. I no longer wondered what I married. I knew now. And knowing was enough to walk away without guilt. If she ever walks free, she can choose her next path without me. For now, I focus on rebuilding my sense of self. Trusting again will take time. Loving again will take caution. But I refuse to let her choices destroy my future. Some lessons arrive gently. Others arrive in police stations. This one arrived loudly. And it stayed.